Super Pepper Mario. Kind of. It depends on. Chart. It depends on like how fast you got to 72. It took me a while. I remember back in the day, it took me a long time after getting there. But I also took a long time to get from 40 to 70. If it took like one day to get from 40 to 70, I probably won't take too much longer. But if it took like a long time, it will take another, I'd say an equally long time to get from 40 to 70 as it takes to get to 70 to 100. Man, think of the sub, maybe with a 70 month. That is insane. Gotta be the longest one, right? That has to be. Even these 70 months. What's up, YouTube? I think I was releasing a lot of videos I really liked in 2024. 2024 was kind of a good year for me. Let's see if I can have a better year this year. Well, not than 2024 was really good. We did a lot of great stuff, content-wise. I don't know if we're going to be able to do stuff like that again, but... Idaho has a rainforest. I always like to mention this in case people don't know. Probably people think about Idaho as just being this like flat plains world, and a good chunk of it is, but a lot of it's also rainforest. So there you go. Now you know something new. OPTL fly. OPTL fly. Do you think you could get like? How good would you have to be at alternating to like be able to alternate through this gap? Do you think? Like, could the best alternators? Can the best alternators straight like do better straight fly than the best players? I've never really seen. I guess not, because I've never really seen like anybody do that before. You know, I never really see anybody alternating for straight fly. Even like people like WizKid, I don't really. It's not really like a common thing. There's just no hope to ever beat this one, I think. Like 43 is very far for my standards. Can't be done. I don't know if we're seeing the red. The question is, we have to see the red orb to miss it, or to not miss it. I mean, getting there twice in a row is insane. Like in 2 days, missing it worse than not seeing it. I wholly agree. I don't want to miss it again. I'll be very distraught if I miss it again, for being honest. Also, duel is impossible, I guess. Hello? I'm fucked. Game over, everybody. We don't know it anymore. Oh my god, that's how you do it. I'm gonna see the Iron Lung movie? No, I don't kind of movies. If it ever comes out on streaming, I may see it, but I don't go to the movie theater. I just can't. Like, it's too nauseating. Like, for someone like me, like, think about it from my world. Being in a being in a dark room, looking up at a gigantic bright screen, doesn't really work with my whole vision issue. It gives me pretty massive headaches, unfortunately. I don't understand when people think they need friends to go to the movie theater, though. I feel like the movie theater is kind of a solitary experience. Like, you can go with people, but I don't think it's any better or worse. Like, you're already in a dark room. It's kind of, you're meant to be in your own little, like, isolation pod, I think, when you watch movies. At least when I watch a movie, I don't talk to my friends when I'm watching it unless it's, like, a comedy. No, even during a comedy, we still just laugh at the funny parts and then just, like... But we don't talk amongst each other, so I don't get, like, the point of... The only thing that could benefit from going with somebody is, like, if you have someone to talk with the movie about, like, right after, I guess. If it's, like a movie worth talking about. That's pretty good, but I don't know. That's just one part of the whole experience. I don't think it's, like, a deal breaker for me. Yeah, I was always confused by that. Like how my movie theaters were like a big date option. You don't even talk to each other. You don't get to know each other. And plus, I feel like, and okay, this is speculation because obviously I don't go on dates, but I feel like if you go on a movie theater date, what would happen to most people is because they're not talking to each other, they get in their own head about everything. Like, am I presenting myself well? Is this going like this? Is she like that? Blah, 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 blah. And then, because, I don't know, like, the absence of talking in a situation like that, I think, causes a lot of people to spiral, probably. That's my theory. I'm talking on nothing, but that's what my theory is. Day one of trying to get npesta to read my message. I'm not Zoink. I'm not King Samalot. I'm none of these. You can just type message and I'll read it. There's like the only time I don't read your message chat is if I'm on like a run and I can't. Otherwise, I'm probably reading your message. I just choose whether or not I want to respond to it. I'm not a hard guy to reach exactly. You know. But a lot of things, like I read everything you guys say, it's just sometimes it always doesn't warrant, like, a response. Like, it's just like, yeah, the message has been said. I don't really like the sake of, like, engaging for meaningless engagement, you know what I mean? I engage when there's something to engage with, but I read everything you guys say, and it's helpful, and it contributes to the stream. Like, you know what I mean? But, like, a lot of people think, oh, I'm not responding, I'm not reading it, but that's not really true. No. Do it once in an empty theater, but do it to friends. That's kind of neat. I've done that before when I was younger. It was kind of nice. So okay, so what is the best first date location? Because I feel like most third spaces aren't that good for that. Like a bar is fine, but I think alcohol, first of all, muddies your experience that you have with another person to some extent. You know, you might think you really like a person when you're drunk, and then you get sober, and, you know, it's not like that. And also, they're just loud. Like, bars are just loud. Same with, like, the club. Any sort of place where music is playing at a loud volume, or just, like, there's a lot of audio. A restaurant's pretty good, yeah. I don't know. Most restaurants are all so loud. Or maybe that's just an auditory processing issue for me. But I don't think I could, like, seriously talk to somebody in a restaurant. But I guess, like, on a first date, you're not seriously talking to anybody. You're just, like, getting to know each other on, like, a basic level. So it's fine, I guess. Oops. Better not do it. If they're a certain kind of person, yeah. Trail walking is nice. You can get into some really deep conversations on the trail. But also, I think, like, if we're talking safety, if you're going on a date with a stranger you don't know, you wouldn't go on a trail date. Because that's just kind of dangerous. And I honestly wouldn't even recommend it. There's weirdos out there, right? It's the problem. The nice part about being in a restaurant is, of course, you know, you're in public. should anything happen. Yeah, you're just in the middle of nowhere with someone, and then the date is bad. Could you fucking imagine? I guess it's more of like a third or fourth date thing. Well, I don't know how long it takes to get to know somebody like that. I can't honestly tell you, like, I don't know how relationships form, like even friendships. I can't honestly tell you at what point my friends became my friends. Like, I don't know how many times it took for us to hang out to be like, yeah, these guys are my people. I don't freaking know. There's like, because at some point I went from I don't know this person to I would take a bullet for this person, and I don't know at what point that sort of thing crossed over. But it had to happen at some point. Oops. We call getting friends a process. Well, no, but it's a thing where you start somewhere and then you end somewhere else. That is a process. Everything that I can define with there's one point and then another point is a process. It is an action that happens that changes one thing to another thing. No matter how, like, inhuman that sounds, literally everything is a process. It's all a process. If something changes, something changed to change it. I don't care if that sounds cold and uncaring, that's just how life works. Things don't happen due to, like, mystical, magical pixies in the sky, you know? Things happen because they happen. I don't know how to describe it. I think most of the people that I just met through hobbies. And I think that's like the best way to meet friends, honestly. Although I didn't do that with the intent of finding friends, but it's just like what happens when you get really into a hobby. I think people these days do not have enough hobbies, in my opinion. And that is, unfortunately, not their fault. In a lot of cases. I mean, a lot of people are being worked to the fucking bone to make barely any money. So, of course, they don't have time to get hobbies outside of that frequently. And also, hobbies are expensive as shit, most of them. Especially the ones for grown people. However, all this being said, if you're lonely, the best way to amend that is to get a hobby and get really into that hobby. I promise you that will solve the issue if you're at all a well-adjusted person in any capacity. That is literally basically all you need to do, and it will work. I promise you. It is incredibly simple. That part of it. The hard problem to solve is, of course, getting a fucking hobby and having the time to dedicate to it. That is the key of the loneliness crisis that our generation is facing. The scrolling on your phone for hours is not a hobby, obviously. But it's easy. That's the problem with scrolling on your phone. Life is hard, and it's getting harder for so many people. in terms of just like the amount of hours they need to put into menial work that doesn't matter, that drains their spirit. And hobbies also require some level of agency, you know? And scrolling your phone takes zero agency. You just do it easily. So people fall into that trap because it's just so easy. And it's sometimes all they have the energy to really do anymore after the end of the day. It's sad. What do you even do about that? And like, oh, cut my hair? Yeah, so probably before some point before I die, you know? Like, I can imagine at some time between now and whenever I pass away of like old age of like 84, my hair will be cut. Almost certainly. I just don't know when that will happen. Well, I don't think I'm gonna make it to 84. I have a lot of health issues. We'll see how far my dad makes it. That'll be a good indicator, I think. Although he's good. He's honestly really good. I'm impressed. He has so many medical issues, but he's still competing in like rowing tournaments and stuff and doing really well. So, you want to know why? Because our issues have nothing to do with the heart. That's the truth of the matter. We have a lot of medical issues, but none with the heart, and that having no heart issues is like the actual one that prevents you from fucking. You know what I mean? You can have 100 problems with your immune system and like liver issues and thyroid issues and all these other issues, stomach issues, and those will do damage to you and they will take years off your life. But heart issues? Screw all that. We're talking 20 to 30 years off your life if it's severe enough. So it's a much different ballgame in that regard. And so I'm very grateful that my heart is okay and good. But please, 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 please remember, most heart issues are preventable. Do not live a sedentary lifestyle. Get up, move. I want you all to be walking at least 30 minutes a day. At least. If you can go upstairs, that's good. Do not let heart issues stop you. Because they will form and then it'll be way harder after that. Watch your cholesterol. You don't want heart issues. You want other issues? You don't want them, but you'll be fine. You don't want heart issues. You will not like the outcome if you get heart issues. What's going on? Unless they're just genetic, in which case, rip. Fair world, right? Speaking personally, no. I am very lucky in that regard. Oops. I'm just gonna jump across the ice, probably. Or just, like, ride the ice until it gets to, like, another iceberg. It's gonna be the main method of transportation. I'm sure there's enough of it. At this very moment, and at every moment in time, there's probably some iceberg going to the other side. Probably. I don't know. Are you sick of the song? No, I mostly tuned it out. Although it's not a bad song at all. Like I really don't mind listening to it. Like, it's actually quite nice. No, I knew I was gonna do that. But I did it anyway because I'm a fucking genius. W run. I don't want to see that from the beginning though. Ugh. Excuse me. I just found a perfect visual cue. I will never either. It's gone. Look at this visual cue. Just click when you're like at the edge of the portal, and it works every time. Like when your ship is in the very rightmost part of the portal, you won't die. W strats. W strats. That is so much better than living, is it not? Oops. I'm not legally blind, although I'm getting there. I did not do very good last time I was at the doctor looking at the eye chart. I don't know what it's down to, but it's well, my vision's not so bad, but in my left eye, it's really bad. And my right eye is basically normal. It's like we're talking like 20/30 on my right eye, and like 20, like I don't remember, really low, really high number on the other eye. I don't remember. I don't really know what's going on there, but it doesn't really matter that much. I might need to get new glasses soon, but it's not really affecting me that much right now. Alright, it's just like overcompensating. Wow, that was so bad. Can I drive without my glasses? I think so, yeah. Alright, I still good enough. I'm using the Wudang AD. HE. Ba, ba. What? Oh my god, dude. I'm really worried. I'm gonna die there. Did some bullshit. 100%, bro. Like, I didn't even think about that one. Ugh. I'm really concerned. That's fucked, yeah. It's because I started, it wasn't that like my hand was tired, I just started to spam way too early. That sucks. I'm in fucking die there for sure. What's my best run? I don't know. 31 to 100, I guess. Yeah, you can like, so the problem was I like did it and then I started spamming like up there and then I hit there, basically. You want to go like that? Because I was worried about clipping into the block like last time, I think. I really hope I don't fucking... I never call with friends on stream anymore. It's just too much stimulation. If I was playing to win, maybe I'd do it, but I'm just playing to stream. I don't know what to do about it, bro. It's either gonna kill me or it's not. It probably is, because I keep dying. Have you noticed I keep dying here? In runs to stuff? Like, I'm probably just gonna like do that, and then that's gonna be in the run. I hope not, but hey. I don't know. Dude, Zeronium's commentary of the Ashley Wave Trials events were so fucking funny. I don't know why. I was dying at that whole event. I'm using the AD. I don't know, it's just like... Oh, still so much aura. I don't know, it is really cool, I like it. It's just Zeronium's latest VOD. Oops. It was like 5 hours into the stream or something. So is it still rated or what happened? what ended up happening now that it's been like a while? What am I doing? Like, for some reason, I've been doing that a lot lately. I don't know why. Kind of a recurring issue, if you will. Dude, that... I always forget about that, but that can happen. That happened to me. I remember when I was playing before that started happening to me a lot. I think it's because I clicked too early. It's weird. Like, you wouldn't expect me to die there, but it's like, because it's just like, you click without thinking about it, sometimes you can't actually die there. It's kind of awkward, but it happens. Like, you gotta click a little bit later than you think. Yeah, like that. Maybe 10 Ron Black Lizard. That'd be cool. Let me be very clear about that though. If I get past the end screen and somehow my PC crashes, but the recording is still safe, we're good. As long as I do the last input. I don't remember whoever it was that restarted on Sonic Infinity at the very ending. I would have just counted that. Like, there's no way I would have ever done anything about that. Man, that sucked. I might just count it and keep going. I was like, we'll get to the drop from here and we'll be fine. But surely I won't do that again. I'll go one more go here. Good run. No, it's not from 0. Stop. Everyone stop. Stop streaming. Fuck all of you. See? That's why. You're the 100% why. All of you. Also, fuck. Also, okay, there's two things about that run that I didn't like. First of all, I way overheld here. And it, like, almost killed me. It's kind of hard to tell how long you have to hold. But I don't know if anyone noticed, I kind of went up a little bit because I overheld it a little bit. Look, just because I'm better at the 74 wave doesn't mean I can just do it every time on command. It's still like the hardest part of the level. I don't know, it seems fun. Ooh, way too far. Banana. Ooh. No, we don't want that one, actually. Actually, like, listening to dubstep? No, but this song's pretty good for the genre, in my opinion. How many times do I have? Like 52K, probably? Because I'm ass! Well, no, like, I hate ruckus so much. Like, it's ear grating. I don't know why this isn't ear grating me, but I like it because it's like, I don't know, it's cool. Like, it's satisfying to do things too. Unlike ruckus songs, which make me feel nothing but contempt, I guess is the word I'm using today. As far as GD songs go, this is one of the best GD songs I've ever heard. Like, I wouldn't listen to it outside of GD. Still, like, it's still not that high up on the leaderboard. But for being a song at a GD level, This is about as good as it's gonna get, I think. I really hate that part. Or specific, I don't hate that part. I hate that wave. That wave is so bullshit. Like, there's pretty much everything else I would say you have some decent level of control over. That wave, unless you click the last 3 clicks in the exact same way every single time, you're gonna be just a little bit different placing in the wave. So, which makes that annoying for me, because, like, for me personally, I don't do that. I think if I was one of the people who clicked the same way every time, I'd be fine with this part. But like literally, how do I say this? The wave that I just died to is determined by this click. I'm not even kidding. And then that release, and then because like the problem for me is like when you release here feels kind of random, and then when you actually go through here, it's kind of random, and then that changes by some variable amount where you are in here, and then that changes where you click this, and then that changes where you go into this wave. So it's like these cascading inputs that come together that basically, I don't know, like maybe some people can control it, but I just can't. So I just have to hope that things work out. Which is why dying there can be really frustrating, but it's kind of unavoidable. Orbits like that with the whole level, yeah, that's why it's so bad. But yeah, that's my problem with that part. I just don't know what to do. But it's like, it's really just spray and pray clicking when you get there. I don't know. Luckily, it doesn't kill you every time. Like it's like I would say it just has like a 25% chance to just knock you out of orbit without you having really anything to do with it. I would never cut my hair. I don't know why people want me to cut my hair anyway. Like, it's such a common thing that people ask me to cut my hair. I don't know what it is. I would look so ugly if my hair was short. We have the proof. We have the proof. Like, we've had this experience. My hair was short and I look ugly as shit. I look like that fucking Minecraft skin. Literally. Not that I'm a particularly attractive person, but there's a difference between normal looking and Roblox character that I would like to stay on one side of if possible. very early, I feel like, for one of these. I will take it. What the fuck? Dude, like, I'm never gonna fucking beat this level, dude. I'm actually never gonna beat this level! Did I psych myself out? 100%, I have to have, yes. Dude, should I quit the game? Genuine question. Like, let's do a poll. Should I quit the game? Like, I am a useless fucker, right? Like, dude, I actually have nothing. I have no skills. Zero. Holy fuck, I'm just fucking crazily shit at this game, bro. Just spread your fucking clicks out, you dumbass, bro. It's so easy. Oh my freaking god, man. Wow. I don't know why anyone would ever argue in defense of my skill ever. Like, I'm actually the seriously worst fucking player of all time, bro. The worst. Like, I have no counterpart. Wow. Oh my god. No, literally, I want you to produce a single person who would do that. Just one. That's all I'm saying. I think it's literally just a factual fucking statement, bro. I want you guys to do what I just did, die in a stupid way 3 times there, and say, oh yeah, no, that was fine. You would never. It's a hard, not the way I'm dying to it. No, actually, and this is controversial, I think the fact that I am getting there is making it worse. Like, I think I'm the worst at some category, I just don't know how to describe it. No one is this bad at getting far and then just throwing the fucking lead away for nothing. Like, I clearly have the skill, I'm just so mentally stupid, I can't fucking do it. It's not that I don't have the skill. Like, I shouldn't call myself the stupidest player or the worst player. I'm definitely just the stupidest. Like, I have actual rocks in my brain, bro. Because I'm not the worst player. I can get very far, very frequently. That's pretty impressive. No, it's not nerve control. Because that would be, I'm dying to the hard part that requires the hard input. My brain is just so shittily configured that trying to parse the data of trying to do that from 0 is causing deaths like that. No, I wouldn't say I'm worse of everyone in my skill. There's just something wrong with me. I just don't know what it is. Like, there's just something very wrong with me. I can't think of any other explanation for that. Like, that death is not even a death I've ever seen from a run or anything ever. At some point, you have to come up with another fucking explanation for that. I literally don't even know what to say about it. Give the 10 run. No, it's not like I'm not bad. I'm just, something's wrong with me. Something is so wrong with me. Because I'm not bad. I'm really good, actually. But the point is to be made that I've never seen a human being die like this. I just don't know what it is. Don't think about it too hard, but I have to because it's my life. I think it's the reality of living as me, dude. Every single thing I try to do in life is this. It's always this, no matter how far I try to run from it. You know what's funny? Like, it's not like a mental thing. Like, every single time I get there, I think I'm gonna pass it too. I'm like, finally, we can pass this part. It's not even like I'm psyching myself out. Never in a million years did I think I was gonna do it twice yesterday. Never in a million years did I think I was gonna go in between the fucking blocks today. Never did I ever think about that. Like 52K. I think I'm just genuinely stupid. Like, I don't think there's any other explanation for it other than I am an idiot. I'm a good player who has, like, CTE or something. I can't possibly come up with any other explanation for why I'm so fucking stupid. Because I clearly have the skill. Dude, that video is so fucked up. But I don't even know if I'm nervous. It doesn't feel like nerves. It feels like some other fucking thing. Like, why haven't I done the hard thing? I don't like when people sit, like, in comment sections, and I mean, it's not their fault, it's fine, it's just a perspective difference that I have, and they're like, he's so hard on himself, like, he's so good for this. Like, I don't think most people who do what I just did would be able to come out of it like, oh, it's just, it happens. Maybe I'm an idiot, maybe other people can just brush that off. But the fact that I've died in a nonsensical bullshit way at that part 3 times in a row is incomputable to me. I can't possibly imagine just brushing that off. I guess that's just the difference between people, man. Okay, that was just, I've never seen that before, that's why that it was 100 bits. Am I gonna see the Iron Lung movie? No, I don't go to the movie theaters. I'll see it if I'm streaming at some point. Probably. I don't know. It's just a difference in perspective, I guess. Because, like, when people say that, like I'm some, like, idiot who can't see the truth. You know what I mean? Like, some people will talk and shout, like, oh, if only you could realize just how good he actually is. Like, it's not about that. It's like, I don't know. I just can't imagine most people being able to just, like, be like, not being like, shit, I just died to the easiest part of that entire section 3 times in a row. Like, I don't think I'm some, like, ignorant idiot for thinking I'm being weird here. No, that time I was fully locked in on that. I did not, like, honestly, at that point, all I wanted to see is my cube pass that area so badly. That's all I wanted, man. Perhaps therein lies the problem. No, I really do think it's just me being an idiot. Like, my whole life, I've been such a fucking dumbass. I don't have, like, a normal functioning brain. That's the real reason why it probably just boils down to that. Ultimately. I love solid wave trail, it's nice. What the fuck? Yeah, the click patterns on this level are super awesome. The bro's locked out of solid wave trail. Yeah. I don't know. I think it's just one of those cases where, like, my whole life I've been good at what I do, but I've just had parts missing, and I still, after so many years, get upset about those missing parts. And I don't know why. Like, it's really all it boils down to. Like, I know why I've died to that part 3 times in a row. It's because my brain is just missing some intangible piece that I could not describe to you that would normally prevent something like that from happening. And then the data gets misconfigured in my brain because it's missing that part that would normally make it normal, and then that's why I'm dead. And that's all it is. But for some reason, I've refused to accept that answer for 23 years. I don't know why I can't accept that answer. It's because I just don't want it to be true. But it is true. Like, I don't know. The problem is not like I have some misconfigured piece of data in my brain specifically related to 76 in the level. It's more that, like, I don't know, like the way that that area placed itself into my brain, and then my brain's response to it and how it stored it is just incorrect. I'm trying to do something that it's not even really there. I don't know. There's no way to describe it. Stop fucking dying in the first 5%, man. This part in the beginning is the hardest part of the level. It just doesn't look like it. Like every click in here is so challenging. You just don't even know about it. There's like mini spikes everywhere. I think whenever some disconnect happens between what I think needs to happen on the screen and what actually happens on the screen occurs in a way that can never be fixed. Or at least I think it can, but it takes like weeks and months. If I could find a way to shortcut that process, it'd be fine. But the problem is a lot of these problems only exist from zero. Because I think that the way my brain handles the information from zero is different than from a run. Even if it's not necessarily nerves, it's trying to access a different thing. It's like, we're doing this from zero, and how do we do it? And if that data is misaligned and misconformed and everything, that's when you get those deaths. I almost say I'm friends with Vortex, but I know him. My prefrontal cortex is, like, hilariously overactive. It's probably the single strongest part of my entire brain, if I had to guess. Oops. I'm surprised Vortrox isn't in TCD, but I mean, like, that whole thing about them being a friend group before they made a thing was true. They never lied. I guess it kind of makes sense. Like, the group chat existed for 3 years before they ever did it. I guess it might be kind of weird to, like, add people to it. Maybe Bob Cobb. I think when I die, they should put my brain under a microscope and see what happened in there. I just want to know. Well, I'll never know, I guess. It probably looks like a fucking mess in there. Sections of my brain just completely offline. There's sections that are way overshaped. Or not overshaped, but way overactive. Sections that are way underactive. I guess it's a lot of what autism is at its core. Kinos is not that bad. Honestly. Pretty much, and I said this about Ordinary, but almost every level that's one of the worst extremes is not one of the worst extremes. It's just that more people are willing to play it that would dislike it. Like, the worst level on the list is probably like Guideless Goobering, but the people who would hate it the most would never fucking open it. So the people who do open it are gonna want to play that, and so they're more inclined to give it a higher rating. But stuff like Unknown, Keynotes, Ordinary, people think that they can beat it really quickly, so they'll go for it. And that's how you get the quote-unquote worst levels in the game. It's over. I don't even feel like playing today. I just feel so bad. I don't know, I think if you're mad at unknown, you're just like playing it wrong. Prime npesta was a dog shit fucking player. I hated him. And me, I guess, but he was even worse than I am. Quote unquote prime npesta. But actually, I don't think anyone would argue that. It took me forever to do even the most basic fucking things. I'm like 100 times better than I ever was back then. Oops, I wasn't looking at the screen. I'm currently prime npesta. I'm not even at the top yet. Oh. Primist. I can just tell I don't give a shit anymore. Like that does sealed the deal right there, bro. That does not what you do if you care. Maybe the 100 bits, I just can't prove it. Are you Dexter reference? At this rate, I'll beat it. I'm guessing it could be anywhere from, and this is a serious, genuine guess, 1 stream to 30 streams. I think 1 in 30 have the same odds. I know, man. Like I want to care, but it just doesn't matter what I do. It doesn't matter what I do. LOL. Jesus Christ. That freaked me out. My audio like lagged for a second. It says to me to take my bed to my fridge. $12. But yeah, because asking when I'm going to beat it is a stupid fucking question. Let's be honest for a second. Like, how the fuck would I know that? Like, think about it really. How would I ever know that? If a person's playing a level more than, like, 10 sessions, The knowing when they're gonna beat it is completely random. At least it isn't with me, but no one's ever gonna have an answer for you if you ask that question. I'm gonna tell you right now. That attempt is when I'm gonna not beat the level. Yeah, for a new artist, that's a physically impossible question. You can ask how confident someone feels with the level. But asking when I'm gonna beat it? Especially when you're asking me. Like, not that the average person might know, but like, if you know me, you know that question is quite literally unanswerable. It could be any number of streams from now. Who has literally any idea? It's like unknown. Although even if if you ask not me, you're still gonna get, I don't know. Sometimes a psychological manipulation tactic I'll try against myself. If I say something that I wouldn't want to be in the video, I think in my head like, oh no, it'd be terrible if I beat it this attempt because then it'd be in the video. And I think that would like psych me out enough to be like not caring because I want to die, so then I just beat it. Unfortunately, that strategy has never worked. It's gotten me far a few times. No, nothing bad, just like you wouldn't want that at the start of the video. You listen to my streams, you don't want to say anything that bad, really. I'm not like a bad sayer or anything. I'll get your message in a second. Dude, you're not gonna believe me? My fucking hand was like grazing my mouse pad the whole attempt, and it was so annoying. Oh my god. The coldest place on the list. Yeah, I think pausing is meta. I really do. Why is my audio like glitching today? I don't even have like auto music sync on or anything. It shouldn't even make any freaking sense. God, Nathan, stop! Man! Everything 50,000 bits. And I feel like Keenus is harder than Zodiac. It was always harder than Zodiac. Although Zodiac's fucking auto level waves are so hard, it doesn't matter. I wasn't dying there a single time the last like 3 days. I'm just not carrying mode. I don't want to be in not caring mode, but the only way to get out of it would be to get so mad at myself that the entire chat would leave, probably. So I won't do it. I've decided to choose to not play today, pretty much. It's a better option than the other one. Because that's just what it would take today. Yeah, Zodiac's like probably still overrated. It's such an easy fucking level. Okay. I said never do that from 0. It's so avoidable. Oh. Holy fuck. That death is so avoidable. It's because it looks like you're supposed to click later, but if you just click in like the middle of this portal, you'll never die. Of course, that's not what I actually did. Hello? Yeah. It's so embarrassing. I hate myself. I hate myself. I can't believe I'm me and not someone else. Why am I me? Fuck. Could be any other fucker and I was born as me. It's crazy. I know. So brain dead. I did it at the start of the drop because I died at the ball because I'm a fucking loser. Here it is again, and I don't mean to demean you. I did not do amazing. Just because I got there it doesn't matter. That's the problem. The death is way more important than the progress at this point. If I was early onto this, I would agree with you. Okay. But I've gotten there now, like 40 times. Sorry, I meant to say 20 times, I think, to that part of the level. Maybe like 15. It's not about that anymore. It's about getting there and then making it happen. Getting there is not impressive at all. At my point. It doesn't matter. What matters is doing something with the attention I'm given, and I'm not, because I'm a fucking loser. Maybe $10, AnthoCat. Appreciate that. I hope so. I could really use a new best on that. I don't know. I might die at the end of this fucking level because the duel seems like it could definitely give me. It just feels like it's so muscle memory based, and I'm not. My muscle memory kind of fucking throws itself away when I get forward. Thank you so much for the donation. I appreciate it. And Gakio, thank you for the sub. It is indeed. Yeah. And that's one thing if like I was stuck at like 40% in the level, but I'm stuck at the ending that almost nobody dies to. You know what I mean? Like most people, especially of my skill, die for like, I don't know, 10 times. I've already like doubled and tripled what most people of my skill do. Crazy. I feel like too slimy. I don't know that name though. Why? Like, it's exactly shit like that. This makes me such a fucking disappointed person in myself. Like, I got there. If you could see the inner working of my brain, you'd be like, you would agree. Like, I was thinking about that click and make sure to click it early. So why would I click it late? That's what I told her. Why is it different than what I think I'm gonna do? Why would I tell myself to do something and then ignore it and do the opposite thing? At least die to the same thing that I want. Right? Like, wouldn't that make sense? 2016 was a shit year. I don't know. 2016 is when it all went to shit. I don't know why people glorify it at all. If you want to glorify anything, glorify like 2014 or 2015 maybe. 2016 is literally the year it all went to shit. Like, that is the one year. Where I can point to and say, this is when everything got tangibly worse. If you think 2016 was goated, you're probably were not very old at the time and didn't experience what actually happened to the world at large when that began. And what it's like because they were a kid and it's like, oh, nostalgia. I'm getting so many lag spikes. I'm scared. Does anyone hear in the audio too? Like even the audio's lag spiking. I don't know what the hell's going on. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. I'm hurting, man. I'm actually hurting. I'm not gonna lie. This sucks. I suck. This doesn't suck. I just suck. I wasn't even nervous. I just fucked up the ship control. I just need to calm down. Like, just stop. Just stop. Just for one fucking time in your life, do anything right. Anything! At all! Just once. God. No, I'll stop. I'll stop being angry. Okay, I'm just gonna re-fucking open GD. Why am I lagging? It's weird. I don't really know what's going on there. Yeah, we got a coach. I think we're gonna play today. Hopefully. If he's available, I think I am. Although, I don't know. You got like 93 in Army, you might not want to play today, but I'm going to get started soon, regardless of what he's doing, because it's happening at some point. I think he should be free today, though, I think. Yeah, I saw him. His cube appeared, so he lost. Long. I mean, I watched the clip. It looked good for what I know about it. Like, it looked like a solid, like he did it, but it's probably off by such a minuscule amount. Wait, is there more to it than just the final click? Because the final click looked really good when I looked at it. Like, it looked solid. I don't know what actually happens at all. No. So I know about GD. I don't know much. What the fuck kind of name is Roman Legion? Are you one of those people? I'm gonna say those people, you know, I'm talking about the people who are like overly obsessed with Roman mythology people. I don't know why there's so many of them. I don't fucking know how to describe it. I feel like if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, they try to be so racist for some reason. I'm not calling this guy racist, I'm just making a comment about those people at this point. I don't know why. I'm like, weird. I'm not calling you weird if you're not one of those people. I guess even if you are, you're probably not weird. It's like a thing I've noticed. Why? Just why? I mean, just why? I mean, what else? That's like the last hard time on the entire level. I'm not even joking. That's it. That is basically 99. I mean, you can still die here, but that's like the last hard one. Fuck. Dude, I was in. Why did I die there? No, we could have seen such an amazing attempt just now. Like, that was the last hard timing. I'm not even kidding, that's the last hard timing. No, it's not really a dumb death. That timing's actually tough. But that's like the last real one. And I fluked this one, so I thought maybe I could just like do it. It just sucks. It's not like a... It just sucks. It's not like a really necessarily a bad thing, it just sucks ass. Like, that's just so unfortunate. I just got too nervous and I clicked really early. My nerves don't even mean like I can't, like I just overthought it so hard. Damn it, Nathan. We should pass that fucking UFO. The way I passed it, it was just literally... I just looked away from the screen. I'm not even gonna lie. Like when I got here, I just didn't even let myself... I immediately looked at the next gap, so I didn't even... Because my data is misconfigured. If I look at it, I'll get the wrong idea, and I think I'll have to do something other than what I actually do. So I just don't even look at it anymore, I think. Like, at no point did I ever put my eyes up to the top of the screen. I guess. Just like anything that's not the victory is just not a good use of my time anymore, but take what I can get, I guess. No, I don't care when the chat spams not far. That's like the point of it. It's true, I hack pretty frequently. It was 82 hacked. Stop. That's an like what that is so old, dude. I haven't been doing that lately, but now I'm doing it, I guess. Wait, just don't fucking hold all the way and die. And just hold longer. I got an OG death, bro. An OG death. The last time I felt happy beating instead of feeling relieved. Oh, definitely ordinary. I was so stoked to beat that shit, man. And I didn't even mind playing it. I was just so, like, I felt so, like, lucky and, like, I played it good and everything. I was really pumped about that. Before I did this, it's absolutely just going to be a relief completion, this one, because, obviously, the window for me to have done good in this level passed a long, long, long time ago. So, unfortunately, it's, just trying to get it over with now more than, like, I'll be excited about beating it. Why? Why did I just do that? Look how late I just clicked. What the fuck? Nice fucking job, genius. I clicked so late. Why? I clicked like down like here. Like what did I think was gonna happen there? I'm a real fucking genius, man. That was awesome. Ordinary was the first time in years I hadn't felt like a fucking loser for beating something. Like, I actually felt good about it. Like, I did a decent job instead of dragging it for years for being a terrible player. Like, exactly like this. For once, for one moment in my life, I actually was just good at something and then executed it and it just went good. For once. Nice. Nah, it wouldn't have been fun to shim ordinary because like so much of the hard part is just at the start anyway. And then you gotta lock it when you get to the ball, and it's like right there. No, streaming it doesn't seem to matter. Oblivion was exactly like this. But I think now this is officially worse than Oblivion. I think I've died further in this more than any other level I've ever played, maybe. Is that true? Do you guys think that's true? I'm trying to think, like, if that wouldn't... Maybe Kinos, but, like... Even Kinos, like, the most... Like, the difficulty balancing of this is... The second job is, like... Already 80% of the difficulty is already gone by that point. I think this is the most I've ever done at the end of a level, I think. Unless you guys have a counterpoint. I think this is actually it. Which, I mean, it's impressive that I managed to rack all that up in, like, fucking, like, 43 streams or whatever, but still. No, Bloodlust was... I don't even know how many streams it was, like 20 or 30 maybe. Like I said, I don't remember, but even then I wasn't like... I think even by this point, like, I think people just remember it obviously because they'd had a lot to like TMN at the ending of a level, but like... Nathan, never do that again. That was so fucking, like... I've played plenty of levels. Not those ones, but... EOD was definitely, I've definitely died more at this than EOD. I never got, there was entire 5 stream long streaks where I didn't make it past like 50. Definitely not EOD. What? Cool. I'm just genuinely surprised Doggy has not developed carpal tunnel. That's all. And like RSI or something. That's the part I just cannot possibly understand. Like, it just feels like that's the nature. I feel no, it definitely worse physical than mental grief is, I think. Like, yeah, I'm sure it's pretty bad in the, but like, it's, dude, it's so bad on the hands, I feel like. Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I just like thinking about it. We're just like, oh, it's so much. Yeah, I hope it doesn't like get him, dude. My boy just got old, probably. Has like a life and a job and stuff. Fun fact, next year will be 10 years since I started streaming Judo. Consistently. I started streaming like consistently. I did some streams before this, but I started streaming consistently in June of 2017. It took almost a year for anyone to even know that I was live. Like I streamed mostly to like 1 to 2 people for hours, and I did that for almost an entire year until I beat Zyroi Kabi. That was like a year after I started streaming. Oh, I don't know. My data got reset many times back then, so it's all gone. The oldest level that I have on this current save is Deimos, the one I verified, and even that was probably just a port over. Like I probably lost my data and then just made a copy of Deimos and started playing that. So anything before mid 2018 is just gone. And all of that Arabic stuff before then. You notice how I never died of collecting too early there, but I only died of collecting too late. It's so frustrating. It's a bad Muscle memory there. Bad visual cue. How do you knock a carpal tunnel? Just stop playing as much. And also stretch it out and everything. Turn to same jealous side difficulty. I don't think I'll ever pick up a verification again. I'm just so bad. Like, anything that I beat, even if it takes me a long time, it'd be like top 120 probably. I always, like, when I'm verifying something, I always just, like, think it's way harder than it actually is, because it's, like, I like finding the right click pattern and everything. That's especially true for Cave of the Scarlet Sky, obviously. Probably the most embarrassing thing I've ever done in my entire life, honestly, when I'm looking back at it. A year of my life for someone to beat it in like 4 hours because I was doing it all wrong. That was a real eye-opener moment for me. Like, that changed my life, I'm not gonna lie, when that happened. I finally saw what an idiot I was being. And that immediately correlated to getting way better at the game, GD, because I realized how fucking stupid I was being about everything that I was doing. And now we're beating Deimos. Where is it? Where's the message? You to say dog? You done that the past other... I think it's like 4 times I've died there and every single time you said dog. Yeah, still a thing. It can't kill me. You can't kill me far. Yeah, I still like this level. Not particularly, no, at the same time. But yeah, no, Careless Ghost guy taught me a very valuable lesson. Being, I am a complete loser, which is why I almost quit gaming outright from that. But I didn't. I got back on the horse. And I realized if I wanted anything, it was now. Charcoal, thank you for the sub. Yeah, the September pre-drop is like the only thing that made me, that I was consistent. I couldn't do the burst in the drop. I could get there like every time. Close your eyes. Yeah, I used to think that the destination, like, what didn't matter as much as the journey, but then I realized the journey took a year of my life. And when you get older, you realize you don't have many years. You don't have many days. The day we're experiencing right now will be gone, and then it's dead. And guess what? There's not so many of them. And I wasted 365 days doing something someone did in less than one. Just thinking about that fact blew my mind. Not 3 days, it was like however many days. Those off days were still counting as days because, you know, I couldn't play. Either physical or other. Still time I wasn't doing anything else with. I think ADHD is... I'm done having ADHD. Like, obviously I have my whole life, but I'm done just rolling over and accepting it ever again. It just takes away all of your time forever. Bogdan, thank you for the sub. It's crazy. If you have ADHD, you know. How many days have you lost to nothing? Is that not fucking sad? Every day I try to make something out of it. Every single day. And I don't succeed fully ever. I'd say 80% of the time. I get like, I don't know, 50% to 70% out of my whole day that I could be doing something with that matters to me. It's still not perfect, but it's better than nothing. It's not enough to survive, we have to live. That's what I've been told by me. And I agree by me. I don't want to wake up tomorrow and not remember what I did the day before it. Oh my god! Why is it so loud when an anonymous gift happens? What the fuck? Thank you for the 2 gift subs. Holy shit, that was loud. Why the fuck is it so loud? I have to do something about that. Yeah, it hurt my ears too, don't worry about it. We're in this together. I'm sorry. I'll do something about that. Yeah, I had a feeling it was more where that came from. That's why I didn't flinch on that one. Your cuz K, thank you for the raid and thank you for the anonymous gift sub. Yeah. And the diagnostic process took quite a while to take many tests and blah blah blah. The autism diagnosis took longer than the ADHD one, I would say. It's not, I can't really give you any advice, that's kind of relative. So where you live and like what services are around you, I guess. Trickle, thank you so much for the 1500 bits. Yeah. I feel like everyone's just running away, man. Like when I look at the people around, we're all just running away. Like we will all die one day, and it's not going to be very far away. We're going to wake up, and we're going to be old, and then that's it. And I need to treat that time with urgency. Is there things I want to do? I'm not even scared of death, I'm scared of getting to the end and realizing I didn't live a life, you know? The fuck would that be? We have one of these things and I was not doing it for what? Evie, thank you for the sub. I've seen the bloop. That's about the end of my reflection on it. Sign Flower, thank you for the 2 subs. So unfortunate. I know, yeah. Everyone has their thing, they're just doing the wrong thing most of the time. I'm not very good at things. I'm better at GD than I am at almost every other thing that I've tried to do. And almost everything else, I am either average or below average. When it comes to pure hobbies, I have a lot of skills, obviously. But if we're talking hobbies, there's not really much I'm better at, because... well, my brain isn't that good at many things. So as a result, anything that has complex actions that require multiple things, my brain bungles them all together. So I'm not very good at a lot of stuff. Diamond, thank you for the sub. Well, I'll definitely be above average at MCSR because I've played so much fucking Minecraft. Like... I know it's not really about that, but it is kind of a little bit about that. Like, I already have mechanics and hotkeys and everything. I kind of can't be that bad at it, I feel like. No, I was really bad at Celeste. I was pretty good on the initial reads of rooms, but once me and Matt started doing save states and everything, I was fucked, because I'm only really good at, like, reading. And then it just wasn't making me fun anymore, because I was just shit at it. And it wasn't even that, it was like, I don't know. I wasn't getting anything out of it to just, like, learn the inputs of a room and then do it. It wasn't that interesting to me. It sounds like GD, but GD's different, I don't know. Okay, well, I thought I've seen everything. I don't even know what happened. I've never even remotely seen whatever that was in my entire life. I don't even know what that is. Literally what? Did I just not hit the orb, I guess? That's fucking odd. I'm gonna go. I've never done that before. Okay. Yeah, it's like I didn't miss a sub. Me mouthing it was a sub. Protuberance. The protuberance. I must have, yeah. I'd never once at any point in my life thought about that. It's the truth about that. Yeah, I think I've had more attempts there than almost everyone who isn't like Aeon. Like Zeronium, it's so embarrassing, dude. Like Zeronium got there like fucking 3 times and I've gotten there like 80. Probably way more than 80 actually. VMAL, thank you for the gift sub. Like I'm actually so chopped. It's insane. I know, yeah, Zeronium's a beast. But still, wow. Just wow. And it's not like Zeronium's necessarily an outlier in that case either. You know? Most people don't even die remotely as far as I have this many of them. No, Zeronium's way better than me. Zeronium's at least... I think Zeronium's like math skill level, honestly. Yeah. I guess we don't know how good Tech is because he's stuck in the worst level of human beings ever created. So, and before that, I played the second worst level of human being created, Slaughterhouse into Acheron. Genius fucking pattern there. So we'll see how good he is when he plays a real level that matters at all. Those levels are so luck based, it's crazy. I feel like John could like knock out something like Avernus in like 15 sessions or something. Checks and balances? Checks and balances are a system that, in theory, what they were supposed to do, I'm saying this because this is now ancient fucking history, what checks and balances were supposed to do was to make it so that the different branches of the government didn't have too much power. And so they had to... I mean, some of these systems do still exist. Like things have to pass the Congress, things have to go to the Senate and the House of Representatives and everything. But of course, these sort of systems have been fucked with and tampered with in the past few years due to Trump being a little bit of a special character, so to speak. But that's what checks and balances are. You can just write something like, their system's meant to keep the branches of the government from having too much power over one another. The short of it. of that? No! Why am I Nathan? Why am I Nathan? It's not luck! It's me being a fucking dumbass! God, why am I Nathan? Why? I could have been born as anyone else! Anyone! Any fucking present! Holy fuck, I'm such a fucking loser! Wow. That's crazy. It's crazy I have to wake up in the morning and I'm me and not literally anybody else. It's me in the fucking mirror. Nathan fucking P. Why? Why is it me? You're awesome, Nathan P. That's awesome. We are Nathan P. Wow, I cannot believe I just did that, Duff. Just so humiliating. Just so humiliating. You just have to brush it off because that's all I am. That's all I can be. I'm not allowed to be anything more than that. I'm just a fucking clown who dies there. It's my role, you know. You do all you can to try to escape this shit, but no matter what you do, you're me. I'm me. Funny how that fucking worked out. At least someone as fucking dumb as Jack Doherty doesn't even realize what a fucking loser he is. I'm very aware of it, in my case. I was given the cognizance to know exactly how much of a fucking loser I am. A lot of those really dumb fuckers don't even seem to understand who they are. They don't even have any idea about it. I'm using the looting. I'm done. That was I don't want to say it was the most humiliating session of my life, but it's close. It's definitely close. This is a tough thing to be like, yep, and then enjoy the rest of your day. You suck, and you threw away a really good chance for no reason. Hope you enjoyed that. Fucking crazy shit, man. I guess I'll do the rest of my day now. One of these days I'll beat it. I hope. Alright. Well, I'll see you guys. I don't know if I'm going to be able to stream tomorrow. I might be busy. I guess we'll see.